It's your boy, Sir Splash.
Say you're gonna beat Splash, put it on the Bible. Whole game's trash, boy. Put it on a cycle. Money talks when you talk. Really, I don't understand. Said he wants smoke, but they all do the running man.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Sir Splash, and today I am presenting a matchup, a versus battle only some of my members of Discord anticipated. This will be an animal matchup because, believe it or not, animal fights are lit. And this matchup is between the Wolverine and the honey badger, two small animals that are alpha as hell. So who would win if these two were to match up? It's time to break down both and get into it. Now, Wolverines, they are known for living in cold conditions. Fierce hunters, basically will eat anything, known for running up and stealing your stuff as well. Member of the weasel family, and basically considered to be the toughest character out of all the animals. Now, strength-wise, they are strong enough to grapple and take down a wolf. They range in size from about 40 to 60 pounds, but can fight several times out of their own weight class due to their development over time in their muscle mass, build, and flexibility. Speed-wise, they can run up to 30 miles per hour in extreme cases. Mostly, though, they're known for being agile, and they can dance around wolves, bears, and caribou pretty consistently. They're known for attempting short-range bum rushes and then dancing around with their grappling. Now, durability-wise, the Wolverines have thick fur due to their habitat. They can withstand attacks from both wolves and other Wolverines and some swipes from bears, and they can just keep on going. It's a mixture of natural toughness due to their build and their skin, as well as their iron will. Intelligence-wise, Wolverines are very intelligent. They destroy bait traps and can out-tactic gangs of wolves. Wolverines are one of the hardest creatures for scientists to study because they are so evasive due to their high IQ and their sense of smell. They are known for godly psychological warfare. Oftentimes, they literally bitch bears and packs of wolves just with their toughness and ferocity. They even run off like pumas when they eat. They're eating their prey. The Wolverine will straight up run up on them, thug them, and take their food. Skill-wise, Wolverines are hardened warriors. They excel in quick hits, grappling, and takedowns. They also excel in slaps, slashes, and ripping bites, which is enhanced by special molars they have that improve their ability to bite through bone and skin and flesh. Hacks, abilities, and gear. The Wolverine possesses a high IQ, thick fur, sharp claws, and these claws, the way they work, allows them to kind of semi-retract when they're running and moving around so that the claws don't dull whenever they're from constant running and walking. They actually stay sharp. They have extreme flexibility, oftentimes being able to out-wrestle wolves, just like kind of body them with their grappling. Special tactics that they use to improve upon their ability. So basically, the Wolverine essentially stays in character every fight and uses its abilities to the peak, and they have iron will. Now, looking over at the honey badger. Honey badger, another member of the weasel family. Very intelligent beings. They are known as the tough guy in the animal kingdom. Not necessarily the most aggressive, but they will not back down to anyone. If you want to throw down, the honey badger will throw down. Now, strength-wise, they are strong enough to one-shot 10-foot-long monitor lizards. They weigh around 30 pounds and can push back lions and African wild dogs. Speed-wise, the honey badger can run about 20 miles per hour max. However, what makes them so good in this category is their elite quickness up close. This is due to loose skin. Essentially, if you somehow manage to pin down a honey badger, their skin allows them to quickly turn around in their own skin and slap the shit out of you or bite you. So they literally are impossible to pin down and can constantly use their quickness to move around in their own skin and take you by surprise. Durability wise, they are known for their toughness. They have 6mm thick skin, and it is even hard for lions and leopards to pierce. Thick skulls are used to bash foes, And the honey badger is also famous for being tireless fighters. The honey badger can go for hours at a time, and there's literally footage of an injured honey badger holding off a full-grown leopard for over an hour before it finally gets taken down, and it was injured. So yeah, they can pretty much fight all day and be perfectly fine, which is what gives them an advantage in a lot of fights. Intelligence-wise, these are some of the most intelligent creatures that you will see. In wildlife preservations, the scientists working there have to literally create special prisons that they call the honey badger Alcatraz, because these honey badgers in regular situations can actually pick locks, unlock locks, unravel locks, and simultaneously work with other honey badgers to open the door and escape. They're smart enough to create traps for other enemies and take on multiple opponents at once. And it's their high IQ mixed with durability that makes them so lethal. Skill-wise, they like to ram and run. They will headbutt you, push you back, bite you, slash you, and then dip. They are fearless, but you know, they're opportunists. They'll kind of just leave if they have the chance to. They are pretty good at grappling, especially when they utilize their skin to turn around, slap you, pull you away, bite your face. And they are famous for nut shots. The honey badger actually excels at biting your nuts off, going for the balls. They've made several large animals bleed out from this very attack, as well as they can mix in skunk-like attacks. They have an anal gland that possesses a very smelly perfume, which they will unleash if you get up close and you're pressing them. So they can mix that in with everything else they're doing to make them a very formidable foe. Hacks, abilities, and gear. They have their very thick skin. They are unpinnable due to their ability to move around in their own loose skin. They have their deadly fart, very strong jaws with sharp teeth, and their seemingly endless stamina. Now, who takes advantages in what category? Strength-wise, I give it to the Wolverine. They're naturally bigger than the honey badger, and they use their strength to leverage against bigger opponents and even take them down, including elk, deer, wolves, pushback bears. This kind of strength, you know, the honey badger is very strong, but it's not as strong as the Wolverine. Speed-wise, I call it a tie. At their max running speed, the Wolverine's a little faster, but I think the honey badger's quicker up close due to its skin, so that kind of balances it out. Durability-wise, gotta give it to the honey badger. The Wolverine is known to get pierced by porcupine quills, and honey badgers can neg these quills that are actually bigger from the porcupines they face, because the porcupines they face are like 3 times bigger than the ones Wolverine will run into, and those porcupines can't pierce the honey badger, as well as their loose skin constantly lets them neg getting pinned down and beaten that way. And they have proven better stamina than Wolverines. Intelligence-wise, I give it to the honey badger. Both are extremely intelligent, but the honey badger has crazy feats of like actually outwitting humans, laying traps, picking locks, all that. They're just fast. They're very intelligent, but the Wolverine is very intelligent as well in terms of combat. So it's not that big of a gap. Skill-wise, I give it to a Wolverine. I think a Wolverine's a more complete fighter, especially in terms of slashing and grappling, the way they mix it in. They've actually documented a Wolverine suffocating a polar bear to death before by clamping onto its neck and squeezing its neck until it was dead. Now, hacks, abilities, and gear, I give it to the honey badger. The fact that they're unpinnable, can constantly shift in their own skin, the thicker skin, and that fart that they utilize more. Now, the Wolverine is supposed to have a similar fart, but it doesn't use it nearly as much as a honey badger will. So in character, it doesn't really matter. And I just think the honey badger has a little bit more when it comes to hacks. Now, who do I think wins? Well, this fight would be amazing just because both are fearless. Both are willing to throw down immediately. The Wolverine would start off as the aggressor. The Wolverine, like I said, is known for psychological warfare. They bum rush people. And like most of the time, you'll see the bigger animals are like, dude, what the hell's your problem? Like, why you running up so fiercely? Like, what's the beef? So they usually can just run their opponents off the block. In this case, it's not going to work with the honey badger. Honey badger will retreat, then it'll turn around and stand its ground. The Wolverine will slash and gnaw at the honey badger, but the honey badger, it could easily take these slashes, could take these bites and move around in its own skin to remain unpinned. And what I think will happen is the Wolverine won't be able to make any real headway against the honey badger. It'll get some scratches and bites here and there that kind of matter, but the difference will come down to the nut shot. I think the honey badger will eventually fart in the face of the Wolverine and then rip its nuts off, and eventually the Wolverine will bleed out. I give the honey badger the victory 6 times out of 10. While the Wolverine is known to be the more fierce opponent, more aggressive opponent, it's also documented that the Wolverine wins most of its fights off pure intimidation. So it goes in knowing it's going to scare its opponent and uses that to not even have to actually engage the opponent. Wolves have been able to kill the Wolverine, and oftentimes it like scares off the bear. We've seen like little pugs scare off bears. So it just uses tactics like that to intimidate opponents. It can fight. It's very capable, but against the honey badger, it's meeting a character that is just as tough, is actually more durable, and has more proven stamina, thick skin, and will go at it all day until you drop or it can leave. So I think eventually the nuts will get ripped off and the Wolverine will bleed out, allowing honey badger to leave. The reason I only give it 6 out of 10 is the Wolverine, in my opinion, has better attack potency. So there is a chance it could wrestle down the honey badger and sneak in some attacks that cause real damage, maybe going for the eyes or suffocating it. But again, with that slippery skin, it's very tough. But anyways, let me know what you think. If you agree with me, let me know down below. If you know some facts about these two that I don't, that you think would have factored into the fight, also comment that as well. I do plan on making more animal videos because they're funny to me, scaling animals. But anyways, join my Patreon, support my channel so you can help me improve my financials to invest in my channel. Join the Discord, hit me up, talk to me there. Anyways, it's been your boy Sir Splash. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.